Like it looked like something out of a movie, the way these bodies were mangled. And we had just seen this one girl outside dancing when we were walking up, and not to be too graphic, but she was flattened. This was a full-size F-150 4x4, and this girl didn't even look human. And then another one had to be a mother. She was dead in front of us, right at my feet, just twisted skull. I mean, I could just keep going.
Young man that I have been able to identify. The others that we know of right now, the first one was 18-year-old Nakira Cheyenne Dido. She was 18 years old from Gulfport, Mississippi. We've learned about Nicole Perez, I believe from Metairie. Then we learned about Tiger Besh from Lafayette. And then we also learned of Reggie Hunter from Baton Rouge. I know he's a father of two. All of these very tragic stories. And as you pick names with faces, you learn about their stories, you figure out who they are. And
the U.S. is dying, man. As y'all just seen, we just started the new year. We just started the new year. And this already? What did I tell y'all though? What did the after pill tell y'all? I told y'all the show will continue. I told y'all nothing is going to change. I told y'all things are going to get worse. I told y'all. I told you. See, many people think that we're going to have a lot of enemies from, the outside, right? China, Iran, North Korea, right? A lot of people think that our enemies or the destruction of America is going to come from foreign entities. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. I beg to differ. United States will have homegrown, right? Will have homegrown domestic enemies grown right here, made right here in the United States of America. The United States is going to self-implode. The United States may just self-implode. And the evidence is all over the place. The evidence is all over the place. What is going on in America right now? What has been going on for the past, honestly, few years, right? What has been going on for the last few years? This is a reflection. This is a reflection of the sentiment in the United States of America. This is a reflection of the citizens. This is a reflection of the politicians. This is a reflection of the bloodline. This is a reflection of the lifeline, the very air that we breathe in the United States of America. Americans, we love violence. Yep. You can disagree all you want to. We love violence. What is America without a mass shooting? I'll wait. What is America without a school shooting? Huh? What is America without homegrown domestic terrorism? Huh? The United States is nothing without violence. I'm sorry. What will we be without violence? We're sick, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and a few ladies. The United States is sick. We're all sick. Right? This level of violence, right? It's become the norm. This level of violence has become the norm here in America. The United States is on its last leg. And Americans are going to be the ones to destroy it. Now, on to what has happened, New Year's, right? This guy, right? I can't even pronounce his name, right? But allegedly he's a part of some group. I don't want to say it and get banned on YouTube, right? He's a part of a terrorist organization, right? But here's the caveat. Here's the caveat. He's a United States born citizen, right? And he served 10 years in the United States military, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean exactly? That means that this guy was born here. That means that guy was trained here, just like most of the domestic terrorists, right? Right? But politicians took it upon themselves to make this a part of their campaign. They made it to where now everybody's blaming illegals. Now we're blaming illegals for a United States citizen that served in the military. Let me give y'all a little backstory on that, because I served in the military as well. And let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna give you a little secret. Some people do come through and gain citizenship through the United States military. I knew people in my platoon who didn't speak a lick of English, but yet they were in the United States military. Didn't speak a lick of English, couldn't communicate with anybody, but yet was able to sign up for the United States military. And I'm sure he got his citizenship, right? I'm sure he got his citizenship somewhere along the way. But I told you guys, this is where we headed. This is where we headed. And I'll give a little theory on why I think this is going to become more prevalent and more normal. Allegedly, he was going through a divorce. Wife divorced him, and basically he crashed out. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle his wife leaving him. He couldn't handle what was coming. So allegedly, he was supposed to do this to the people close to him, right? But he decided not to do that. And he decided to take it upon himself and go after innocent people, which is what we've just seen. People are fed up. Men, let me speak on men. Men are fed up, right? Men are out here struggling. Everybody's struggling, but people are tired of the financial situation. People are tired of dealing with no good women. People are tired of not getting laid. People are tired. Listen, I'm just telling the truth. There's a lot of men out here on their last leg, and it doesn't take much for a maybe terrorist organization to get to them. If you've been with me from the beginning, you know that I've done live streams on this. I told you where this was going, right? I told you where a lot of these young guys where they were leaning too far right, and they got deep into the black pill space, right? So much so that they have entire online spaces, right? Threatening women and threatening to do crazy things to women because they feel like, women don't deserve to live, and they're just mad because they can't get what they feel like they deserve. They also hate the Chads and Tyrones of the world. They hate if you're good looking. They threaten good looking people too. Listen, it's out there. So people on their last leg, we're entering into an environment where we're going to if you're fairly good looking and you're fairly tall, you're fairly well off, I'm telling you, you need to start protecting yourself. If you're still out here walking around naked, and no, I'm not talking about naked. I'm talking about if you're out here walking around and you ain't got that ping pong, I'm talking about if you're walking around, if you don't have that pokey poke, if you're walking around and you don't have that spaceship, that rocket launcher, right? You're walking around here willy-nilly, right? Thinking that the police officers are going to come to save the day. You thinking that the EMTs are going to get to you in time. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Because as we continue, we're going to start seeing more and more let me scratch that. We're going to see less and less police officers over time because it's no longer a noble job. Then two, a lot of them are corrupted as well. They work for the state, right? So we're going to start see less and less police officers, right? We're going to start seeing less and less force on the ground, right? It's going to turn into a dog eat dog world. The rich are going to be somewhere far away land, while the mere peasants and the poor remain where they at to fight for the scraps. I warned y'all what was going to happen, right? And you also got to be careful. I have another theory too. You also got to be careful with these black swan events, right? Some of these events don't look so random, right? Some of these events look very coordinated. They look very coordinated. They could be random, which is still a reflection of where we are in society. But we have to wonder. Is it a coincidence? Because we've seen the Tesla blow up outside of the Trump hotel, right? We've seen it. Or I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen it. And I can't do nothing but wonder what is really going on. What is happening in America? How is this happening in America? I told you guys, Americans are sick. We as Americans are sick. There's a dark, demonic cloud over America. And you can't say that I'm wrong. This is the truth. There's a dark, demonic cloud over America. I've told you how it is on the outside. I told you how I see how people are interacting with each other. I told you how I see how people are treating one another. Look at where we are in politics. Look at where we are in politics. Look at how we're quick to shun the other person just for having a simple difference in thinking. Look how quick politics can turn left. Look how quick politics can turn right. This is where we are in society, where violence is the norm. Mass violence is the norm. And as inflation continues, as the poor continues to get their necks stepped on, right? We're gonna start seeing more and more of these types of actions. We're gonna start seeing more and more desperate people, right? Because here's the thing. This is I told you that the incel movement was gonna get dangerous. I told you. Did y'all listen to me? I told you this shit was gonna get dangerous. I told you this shit was gonna get dangerous. Because they have their echo chambers. They have their groups. They have their community. How long do you think until all of this fester? How long before, listen, there's men out here that are really radicalized. I just want y'all to think about this. Really think about this. This is why I don't agree with the whole incel thing. I don't agree with men getting too far deep in black pill, because there's only one way or one route that can go. And it's nothing good that comes out of that. There's only one way that can go. And this is what we're seeing. We're going to start seeing more and more men just F it. F it. I told y'all the last thing that we need are hopeless men. The last thing that we need are depressed men. The last thing that we need are men that have nothing to live for. I told y'all. And this is something that I don't want to be right on. I don't want to be right on this. I don't want to be right on this, but here we are. Here we are. And we've gotten to the point now where there's no more talking. There's no more talking. Talk about what? The fate is sealed. The seal is fate. We're here. The cat's out of the bag. The barbarian's at the gate. Coach said that. You know, he say nobody don't credit him, but okay. The barbarian is at the gate. Right? So what is the solution? You ain't gonna be able to save most men. Most men are not gonna be able to be saved. If he crashed out about his wife leaving him to this extent, then he there was no saving him from the jump. And there are many more men out there like him. Not necessarily a part of an organization, but they're very much radicalized, just like him. And if you've ever been in some of these chat rooms, if you've ever been a part of, some of these threads or Twitter posts, and you just see the sentiment, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And y'all know, just like I know, that there are a lot of men out there radicalized because they have nothing to live for. Uncle Sam is stepping on their neck. Women are stepping on their neck. Society is stepping on their neck. The workplace is stepping on their neck. What do we expect? Last time I checked, when you squeeze a lemon hard enough, it's going to pop. And that's just one pop. That's just one pop. I don't want to be right on this, but 1 pop, 2 pop, 3 pop, 4 pop, 5 pop, 6 pop. What did y'all think was going to happen when you apply pressure to pipes? Eventually they burst. Eventually the flood comes. But y'all don't want to listen to the after pill. Listen, I know that I've said all of this already. I don't remember the videos, but I've said this. Hold on, let me, before my phone goes dead. Got this thing on charger. As y'all can see. All right. You gonna keep beeping? All right, there we go. As y'all can see, I don't have my shades on. I don't have my mic, right? But, this video had to be made. It's getting crazy out here, man. If you don't have a strap, you're stupid. If you walking out here, listen, I avoid crowds. I avoid crowds. Let me tell y'all this story. This was yesterday. I don't know if he was Jehovah's Witness. I don't know if he was, just a good Samaritan or whatever the case was, but he knocked on my dang on door. I'm looking out the peephole and I'm like, bro, does he not watch the news? I don't know you. What you knocking on my door for? So he had his old suit on, and I don't know. He was like, hello, would you like to go to church with me? So before that, I grabbed my skinny pop, right? I grabbed my skinny pop, put it in my pocket, and I don't never open the door all the way. I crack it, right? I crack it. I crack the door open, right? That's how you got to do it. So somebody won't, come in there and be like, bling blow. So, I got the skinny majig in my pocket, got the door cracked in case I got to pop out through the door or something like that. I'm like, yeah. He was like, hey, would you like to go to church with me? And I'm like, no. And mind you, it's like 7 at night, right? It's like 7 at night. Why are you knocking on people's door at 7 at night? I was like, I don't care if you Jehovah's Witness, the Lord's Witness, you gonna mess around and get, I'm gonna send you to the Lord. But listen, man, if you don't have that thingamajig on you in today's time, I don't know what to tell you. First of all, avoid Walmart at all costs. Never go in Walmart. That seems to be shooters galore, right? Do not go and walk willy-nilly in Walmart. Stay out of Costco's. Stay out of crowds. I don't even like to go into the grocery store unless I absolutely have to. Why? Because I don't like crowds. I don't want to say I'm paranoid, but I'm like, man, I ain't trying to be in here in case if something pop off, even with the skinny majig on me, even with the whatchamacallit on me. I'm not trying to be in here. I'm not trying to be out and about. I never go out. New Year's, Christmases, Thanksgivings, any crowds, events. Y'all might want to stay away from these. Anything celebratory, right? You might want to stay away from these. 4th of July's, bro, you might want to stay away from these. Just a cautionary tale. But dude knocked on my door. I'm like, bro, did you not just watch the news? Bro just drove through a whole crowd, Tesla blowing up junk in the Trump Towers. What's the name? Like, people getting shot left and right. I'm like, bro, don't be knocking on my door 7 at night. Like, bro. And it's sad that we stay in these times to where, maybe, what if he was a genuine dude? It was like, he wanted somebody to go to church with. Well, I'm sorry, guy, but we don't stay in those times no more. I don't know you. You don't know me. You just knocking on random people's door, but you gonna get your dang on head bust out here, man. You gonna get your head bust out here. But we sick, man. We sick. America's sick. And I think I'm changing my sentiment on actually going overseas. I think going overseas may actually be healthy for many people and for myself as well. I think actually maybe exploring other options around the world may actually be healthy. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And that's an after pill. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.